What do you think about that in the grand final?
Yeah, pretty. I did hear that just before. Pretty good to get him, and he's obviously a well-known type of guy, so that'll be pretty cool for the game and all the fans.
Do you have a favourite song?
I don't listen to much Snoop Dogg, to be honest, but it'd be pretty cool for everyone else, I think.
A couple of seasons in, obviously coming up Rising Star win last year. How have you sort of progressed your game in season 2025?
Yeah, fourth season in, it feels a bit weird. We came in together, so it's pretty funny. Sort of same year, but yeah, I've sort of progressed every year and just been able to keep working on the little things and doing what the coaches says and that sort of stuff. But I feel like I'm getting better each week, which is nice. So hopefully keep going.
What about the role you're playing? I mean, we see you on the most games. Is that the player you sort of want to be? Do you see yourself progressing into that sort of midfield role? What do you sort of see yourself progressing into?
Yeah, I think I came in as a forward, obviously, and sort of have progressed to the wing. And yeah, I think eventually I don't really know wherever they want to play me. I've sort of can play a few different positions, and I want to add sort of midfield to that bow, and we'll see what happens in the next few years. But for now, I'll just lock down that wing role and play it a bit different to most. But I'm definitely enjoying it and the licence I have.
And what about Scotty? I mean, you mentioned him just there. How's he sort of been as a coach for you? Especially, I mean, I think in the first season you played just the 2 games and it's gone more and more since then. How's he been for you and your development?
Yeah, huge. Yeah, I didn't play a lot in my first couple of years and just was developing a lot in the VFL, and then got my shot last year, and he's really backed me in and sort of this different role that you see across the competition a bit more now, which is pretty cool because sort of all him really. His thinking. He's very smart and a very good coach, obviously. So excited. Love playing under him, and hopefully for a few more years.
You watched on in that premiership year. How hungry are you to be involved in a premiership?
Yeah, definitely. No, that's always the goal going into the season. I think we're in a great spot, so hopefully, big match up this week. We're not thinking too far ahead, so sitting here in red hot form, so we'll see how we go this week, but definitely hungry for that.
Ollie, what do you take away from Friday night? The margin says 44 points, and you'll take a 44-point win all the time, but is there some areas that you'd like to just tidy up over the next fortnight heading into September?
Yeah, I think we didn't play how we wanted to for 4 quarters, but we obviously got the win and they played pretty well themselves, so it was good to take a 44-point win and we got challenged, which I think was actually a bit of a positive for us, and going to this week against a very hard opposition and who are in great nick, so I think it was good overall, and there's still a bit of our game that we're trying to polish off just before finals.
Have you found yourself copying a bit more attention out on that wing in terms of the play you're playing on, trying to negate you more than potentially they have been in the past?
I think definitely compared to last year, there's have a bit more of a plan for the way I play it because it is so different usually, and I think I've found it a bit challenging at times compared to last year where they sort of was a bit of didn't really know who that was on the wing, so it's sort of it is a bit different, but I'm enjoying the challenge and keep growing each week.
Will Jeremy Cameron kick 100 goals this season?
Oh, it'd be cool if he does, but I don't know. We love the ball in his hands, so we'll always keep looking for him, and hopefully he kicks 100. It'll be pretty cool to see, but as long as we're winning, that's all that matters.
Mate, how is Chris Scott sort of coaching it? I mean, he's touched on it previously. How is he coaching you guys? I mean, you're looking for him, obviously, but how is he coaching it and navigating that?
Yeah, I think it touches on, like, we love the ball in his hands because he's such a quality player, so I think we're not trying to be stupid with it and just sort of go all out of our way the whole time, and there's probably a few instances on the weekend where we probably looked for him a bit too much, but I think we love the ball in his hands, so we're sort of playing the same way, and it's not too big of a focus when it comes game day. Like, obviously we want him to kick 100, but it's not the aim of our team. So
I don't think you're out there when Buddy kicked his 1,000.
Wasn't.
A few of the boys sort of touched on it and said how cool it is. Would you like to be sort of experienced that with the fans running onto the ground?
It'd be pretty sick, yeah, definitely. I wonder if it would happen during finals or however that works if he does do it, but it'd be pretty cool to be out there and part of history, I guess, and haven't had it for a while, so yeah.
Pres, it's 100 hours until the season starts. I don't know whether you're a clock watcher or a calendar watcher or not, but there's reality sinking when you hear it like that we're here and we're ready to go.
Yeah, 100 hours. Well, I would have said 4 days, but 100 hours, that's pretty exciting. So, no, we're really excited. Obviously, it's such a long off-season for us, and we put in a really good block in the pre-season, and I'm feeling really confident with where we're at, and it was good to obviously get a couple of wins in the practice match just to give that little bit of confidence going into round one against the reigning premiers, which we know will be a challenge.
Everybody says that this pre-season's been better than last in terms of the practice matches. I guess you got hold in that practice match at Windy Hill last year, but secured her into the Suns. Do you feel that you're better placed going into round one than you were 12 months ago?
Yeah, definitely. I think the club has put a lot of, obviously our strength and conditioning has been a massive thing this year, and it's held us in good stead, and the program that they've put in place for us to be able to get to round one as healthy as we possibly are, we definitely feel confident. We've done a mountain of work on what we've wanted to achieve in this pre-season from a football perspective, so now it's just going out and being able to do it consistently.
Is it nice for you to go in unencumbered too, because you're battling that quad, I think this time last year, and you're able to play through it for most of the season, but is it nice to be as good as 100%?
Yeah, it definitely is. I remember it was a bit of a race for the clock for round one, and being such a short season, you try to put your best foot forward round one, because there's that excitement and buzz to want to be out there. So I feel really good heading into round one and this year, and my body feels great, and it's nice that we've also got a healthy list this far, and we're looking forward to it.
Chris, how excited are you to measure yourself against North Melbourne, who've sort of over the years proved to be one of the best? I mean, I think you've come in pretty close to them in recent times. How excited are you to measure yourself against what is, a great opposition?
Yeah, no, we feel quite lucky to be able to play them against round one and have a challenge, but we certainly know we're up for it. We obviously took 2 points off them last year, and we've had some pretty close games with them previously, but it'd be nice to get the 4 points and start the year off right. We know that they're a really quality side, and the comp continues to evolve every year, so I'm sure how they play this year will be very different to last year, but we're excited for it.
As a group, do you draw confidence from that? Do you feel you're almost there in terms of playing finals and winning a premiership?
Yeah, certainly. We know that our best football certainly stands amongst the best in the competition. It's just being able to do it consistently, and in such a short season, you can't afford to drop too many games and sit at a low for too long. So, it'll be good.
You touched on the short sort of season. It's only 12 rounds. How important is a fast start? I mean, getting off to a win would be massive.
Yeah, certainly. I think we've got a pretty tough start to the season, but also if you get a few wins early, it definitely gives you the confidence. So we're excited for it. We know it'll be a challenge, but it's always nice to bank a few wins early on, and if not, we'll get to work on whatever we need to work on.
I think all your midfield mates will ask the same question, but can we ask about the influence of Tom Atkins on the group since he's come in as a development coach?
Yeah, no, he's been great. He's come in, he's quite a defensive mid, so him and I at the start, he was like, can you just stop slashing through every CB and stoppage? And I was like, absolutely not. So we clashed heads early on, but now it's, he's certainly given me a lot of knowledge and just being able to play off the body and add that layer to my game, which has been great and quite noticeable out on the track. So he's been incredibly great for us as a midfield, and he's a pretty simple guy, I'm sure Ollie knows. So he's very straight to the point, which we all like. So he's been great for us.
Do you still find yourself striking that balance with the attacking side of your game, but just finding that defensive element as well to ensure that you don't get burnt going the other way? Yeah,
certainly. And I think previously we haven't always had ruck dominance, so being able to kind of stay in your one-on-ones for a little bit longer and without getting on the move too much. I'm a player that likes to be quite on the move and get the ball going my way, but I also have come to know that just playing off body for longer is also a strength that I can look to utilise, and we've had some really good rucks come in, Piper Dunlop and Katie Tipping, which hopefully will give us a little bit more looks in the ruck, so it's exciting.
Do you have like a knowledge in terms of your split in terms of whether it's midfield going behind the ball or going forward as well? Like, do you have a preference of where you play in those three, or how much time you'll spend in any of those three thirds? Or
it's certainly something we've looked to be doing more ahead of the ball and getting forward to obviously score and be a little bit dangerous that way. I think something that Dan wants to in our team is to be able to have the flexibility for players to be able to play multiple roles and be a little bit more versatile. So it's been great. We've had some really good players play through the midfield in this pre-season, so to be able to have that little bit more depth this year and allow for players to play forward or play behind the ball is something that is exciting.
Do you compare notes with your sister a bit? Do you consult with her about how they're going, and do you talk much? Or
not really. I was a little mad they let North smack them by 90 points in the practice match, give them a little bit of confidence going into round one, but not too much. yeah, we kind of keep it pretty separate, I suppose.
And is it too early to start talking about premierships? Or do you talk about that now, or you don't want to get too far ahead of yourself?
Yeah, you definitely don't want to get too far ahead of yourself, but you're certainly kidding yourself if it's not the place that you want to be come the end of season. But for us, it's just being able to focus on North Melbourne this week, and then beyond that will take place when it does.
Georgie, round one here at the stadium as well. Saturday night, the boys are on the road. How are you guys feeling for that, and hoping to get a big crowd there?
Yeah, certainly. It would be great to obviously be able to get a good crowd there. I know that the men's have had some pretty good crowds so far, and them being in Sydney means all the Geelong fans can come watch us on Saturday and then watch them on the tally on Sunday. So, it's an exciting time to be a Geelong Cats supporter, and obviously with the boys playing as well as they are, we hope that we can also do that and play a brand of footy that's exciting and makes the crowd want to come.
Will you be watching on Saturday afternoon?
Definitely, yeah. I think we're all up at Sydney. Obviously, we'll probably have a captain's run around the time they start, 3:20.
3:30, you're close.
3:30. But yeah, definitely we'll tune in and we'll have it on in our hotel for sure. Be watching it. Can't wait to see the Pres dominate.
Pres, do you expect that it'll be a real territory game with the forecast is 12, bit of rain, bit windy? It's going to be one of those days you're just going to have to lock and load for 2 hours.
Yeah, certainly. I think it's one of those games you just have to adapt to the conditions, and at the same time you also don't want to play too much territory against a team like North, who like to set up their defence quite well. So also being able to work our way through that and not just dump kick it to where they want us to. So hopefully the rain holds off a little bit, but yeah, we'll definitely play to the conditions.